There you go again. Hey Herman, come on. So what I was saying was yesterday I just took the evening off to just kind of chill out and you know, not stream because I've been doing it for like well over a week, like in a row. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna take the evening off. And I'm glad I did because I was chatting with a couple friends, like two of my really good friends on Instagram, and they were just we were just talking art and comics, and they just inspired me to just like, okay, I'm gonna just open up some pages. So this was last night. And so yeah, kind of stayed up a little. And so this is, I mean, this is okay, this is from before. These are pages that I for personal reasons I had put down. I kind of like it was actually about a year ago. It's just I just couldn't do it, you know. And so I kind of stepped away, and then you know, it turned like a week turned into a month, turned into a year. But um, I was like, man, and trying to like, I've been for a while, been like trying to get back in, but I had to, kind of revisit my notes, kind of look at what the most updated files were, because the other thing that happened last year, well, not last year, well, 2021 was I lost a lot of files too, like just by, like there was a lot of like I finally like figured out like the dream like workflow for myself, right? So it's like, okay, I could do um I iOS, iCloud, and I can use Dropbox to transfer files to my PC because my desktop is a PC, and that's a workhorse. And so Spanky, chill. And come here, bud. Thank you, sir. And so it's like, okay, Dropbox is the perfect thing. And I started really using Clip Studio as well. And they have their own like little file management system. And I still haven't figured out like what's the culprit, because it happened not only with these pages, but also with this other app that I use called Paper. And that's what I would like do most of my notes in and planning in. And I'm actually using it again after not using it for a while, but um I was back and forth with them because all my notebooks had disappeared. Oh, tell her I said hi. And um all my notebooks on this app had like disappeared. So I contacted the developers, and then they got back to me finally, like after some back and forth over a couple months, and they're like, it was a iCloud issue, whatever. And I just never resolved it because at that point I was just kind of exhausted. I'm like, whatever, I just lost those notes. And so I gave it some time, and then I started using them again, and I found it like really wonder because I love the app itself. It's kind of set up like almost, it's not on PC though, it's on iOS. And otherwise I'd show you on here. But um they they're just great. They're like little notebooks, and you can just add pages to it and just flip through it like it's a little sketchbook or a notebook or planner or whatever. And so I use that to just kind of, I made these little templates for myself to lay out comic pages and work out story stuff. So it's been great. And so but yeah, so I lost a lot of that stuff before, and then I lost a lot of pages that I did in 2021 as a result as well. Like I just have like PNGs and just like flattened files or screenshots of some stuff. So I don't think, I think the Gabby stuff, this Gabby stuff is fine because I was working on it on my desktop. It never went back to the iCloud or anything. But there were some do-overs for sure. I think this page had to be done over. But but this is kind of where I left it. Like I tried to here's the cast actually. Here's like a bunch of the residents of this town. Um I won't get too deep into the backstory because I'd rather I'm still working out some stuff, but you know, don't want to give away the whole thing, but I figure, getting glimpses of some text or whatever out of context stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is out of order anyways. Yeah, yeah, like these pages are out of order. That it matters. This is early on. But this is where it started kind of like falling apart for me because I was just like consumed by trying to like make everything perfect and work, and it just kind of it was a bit much. Um, Especially when at the time I was trying to find a job. Like this is how like deep I got into it. I mean, and that's not even finished, you know, that I just had to step away from it because it was just getting too much, you know. Like this stuff is done here. I just need to finish like this background. I gotta find a way to like get this simplified a bit more. But like this is Billy. She's a sweet dog, as you could see. Um, this is the first page when she gets kicked out of school. Well, she doesn't get kicked out of school. She gets she gets in trouble at school, but her mom ends up sending her to LA to live with her great aunt. I think great aunt, whatever, her mom's aunt. And her mom's aunt runs a junkyard. So her at the airport, seeing her aunt for the first time in like 5 years, in the aunt's truck. Let's call her aunt for short, even though she's, like a step above that. um, yeah, and this is them arriving at that junk shop, which is like gonna be massive. Where it's kind of has like a little like in the middle of it is just gonna be almost like it's like bigger than it seems on the outside. It's like some kind of vortex kind of, but not too exaggerated. It's not gonna be like Narnia or anything. It's just gonna be just a massive like organized junk. And junk yet to be organized as well. But this is her friend Claw who kind of helps guide her through the yard. And so this is when they meet. Claw's a rapper. Um, really quick. So I mean, here's the main cast up here. This is Chris. This is her great aunt Rosa. That's Gabby. That's Claw, and that's Aiden. So, and then this is Familiar. I haven't touched it since. But as much as I want to get back into this, though, it's just like I got, for some reason, just really got into to working on this stuff, and I wanted to keep rolling with it for a minute until I'm just kind of at a maybe at a tough spot, and then I can go back and doing this kind of stuff. But I did this last night, just fun. I mean, I kind of had like some small roughs laid down, but I finally just said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna draw on top of it, just whatever. Like I'm not even gonna make anything perfect or, and then I like this claw expression right here. Normally what I do is before I get this far into the drawing, what I like to do beforehand is do the lettering first, so at least when I'm drawing, I already have my words kind of placed out, and so I can draw around that and not worry that I'm putting something important that's going to get covered up with text. And also because one thing that I don't like in comic, like this is a pet peeve, but like in comics when like people talk but their mouths don't move, like their mouths are always closed. So I'm like, um, I like to have like some kind of emotion or something, you know. I try to have an open mouth, and I don't think, I don't know, it might happen. Might slip past me, but typically it's just like, okay, there's got to be, like here, like it counts because it's about the expression, right? So she's talking, but she's like, oh, okay, all right. Um, it's about the expression, but like, most of all, it's like try to at least if they're talking, try to have like an open mouth or at least some kind of some kind of motion to it. So what happens is like so this is the first story. This isn't even like the full thing. So these are just like okay, so the pages I showed you is a 3-page story and that's a little bit more detailed. And then this is the second story, right, where they arrive at the yard. And it's almost kind of like a chapter, but I like to kind of try to keep them as little stories. And so yeah, these are like in the first, it's like in the first chunk of the first issue. And I think there's 4 stories. I forgot how many. I'll show you some of this other stuff I'm working on with this. So this would be the cover of the first issue, and this is um of her getting in trouble. So it's like we don't know what she did to get in trouble, but this is like her getting in trouble, and it's right on the cover, and then from that is when we come over to, these early, she's in the principal's office getting in trouble. But let's see, did I already open this? Huh, oh, you know what? It might be on the other. Here we go. So this is in between the cover and that cover, and this isn't even it. This is just ideas for myself of what I want to do for this page. So I kind of want to go maybe do something similar to this here, as this whole, this page. Um, or maybe doing something like, something funny like this, just a bunch of stuff. But here's where there'll be like the table of contents. Okay, and this is also kind of like, okay, so if the other page was the cover, then this is like her notes, right? Like we're in between the cover and the first page when she's in the principal's office. It's like this is her in her little sketchbook writing. Crap, they're calling mom. So she's making a note to herself. So maybe this page is her making notes. Or this is like she gets in trouble, she opens her notebook and starts sketching in it or whatever, and then um so it'd be this, right? Like, oh shit, she's in trouble. And then while she's waiting for mom, there's this, and then we come over to this. So I should probably give her her backpack or something here too. And then, so then she has to fly south to be with her aunt and picking her up at the airport. Driving through LA to their spot, arriving at the spot. This is later on. So, like I said, a lot of these are out of order. And I mean, I don't even think all of them are even open. So, but her meeting Claw that night. But then, yeah, then they end up. Let's see. Okay. Actually, hang on. I want to put these off screen because I'm going to need them for reference. This I don't need. This I don't need. Okay, and this is, you saw this before. I was starting on the character turn. I finished it. So, I want to start designing characters kind of based around how these characters look and kind of get like a little style going. So, I kind of fleshed out a little bit more ideas for Rampant. So, um, including one character I created long ago that I was trying to figure out what to do with, but I think he's gonna fit into this. So, it'll be for next time, maybe tomorrow. It depends. I'm trying to ride this wave of like drawing. So this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't know if I'm really gonna get to these right now. There's Hermie. All right, over here. Sit. Come on, buddy. Um, where's my stuff? Okay, there we go. So this is her, on her first night in. She meets. This is actually where her and Claw meet, but then he kind of just walks off. She's like, "All right, whatever, dude." Um, Here she's on her phone with her mom. So like I said before, it's like usually I do the lettering first, but I think I'm able to like approximate this here. I think I've left enough room, but I should do that next before I get a little further into the art on this page. And yeah, this one doesn't even have it. Oh no, kinda. Yeah, it kinda has some lettering on it. Whoa. So then, you'll see in the later results. But Gabby's not in a good place. And so same with this too. I don't know. I'm just kind of like I said, I'm just kind of taking advantage of um I think so. I think so. I'm still trying to work all that stuff out, you know, because I haven't worked on this in a while, and I'm just kind of coming back into this whole thing. I'm trying to take advantage of like getting that feeling of like, oh shit, okay. Like a lot of ideas and stuff is coming to me with this today, so I want to take advantage of it and get as much done while I have the energy to do it. I don't know if you can hear the neighbors upstairs. Kind of like walking around. Okay, yeah, she's in a t-shirt. So I want to like what I'm thinking for this panel. What I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna make like the bed here like soft line, soft color, and then give her like a pretty bold outline and make it simple and really flat colors, and so it's gonna really like stand out from the background. What I do a lot too is I erase a lot, and draw over and draw over and draw over. And this will be open, but I want to have something over here to kind of close it out and not make it look so weird. But I think maybe even here she's got, I don't know if I should take away her nose. Just to keep it in line with a little bit of this stuff, and then maybe here too. Or maybe I'll just put a color there for the nose. Okay. Hmm. I think she'll be like in her PJs. She's just like, fuck it, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in my room. Even though Rosa's not exactly pissed at her, I think she feels like she is. I mean, she's not happy either. Her truck got fucked up. You can't hear the microphone? Yeah, it should be on. Can you hear it now? Oh, the neighbors. Okay. Well, that's good. At least it's not getting on the stream. You know what I should do instead? Because she's sitting on the bed. Oh no, maybe. Hmm. Okay, I know what I should do. I'm gonna do it on another layer. Like have her phone right over here. She just hung up, like talking to her mom. But it also show the scale. Maybe even a little bit. That's not too bad. But I think then, if that's the case, then that means she's like in the middle of the bed. And probably like, I mean, she could be like leaning up like that, but maybe have her legs stretched out. So maybe like she's sitting up, and then when she hangs up, she just like. So, and then down here it had to be like that too. Yeah. weird, but I don't know. It's LA. I she's kind of like, well, no, I don't know, because she's not. It's not bedtime. I would say this is kind of evening, so maybe she's just in her socks, but she's already in her sweats, so she's like, I ain't going anywhere, right? And then it kind of looks like she shrinks a little bit. Trying to make some room for the text as well. Um, but I gotta work that text out as well. when I um when I first did comics like professionally, like I'm like I want to apologize to anybody who's ever had to letter my work because I know I didn't leave enough room and I feel like a monster for it. And I am a monster for it because it just makes things a lot more difficult. And that's why I should shrink this artwork as well. Fuck it. I forgot. Ah, dang it. Photoshop does this every now and then. Okay. There we go. It does it on Windows 10. It doesn't do it on Windows 11. I roll back to Windows 10 because of other issues, and somebody's like, yeah, Windows 10 is just more stable. So I was like, fuck it. I'll go back. But there's some problems with Windows 10 stuff that um are still there, like some of these bugs and stuff. There's gonna be like an overlap, so there's gonna be like a ghosting of these two. Right. But she's like, hey, Herman, please. I took his ball for the stream, so that way, like, I don't have to like worry about him losing it or eating it. Okay, Herman, chill, dude. Come here. Uh-oh. Thank you, sir. I had a meeting earlier for work, and like I had to hold him on my lap so he wouldn't be barking. So it'd be like something like this, and then like just a little bit in there, right? And then Herman, please, man, dude, stop. Come here. Oh my goodness, he's on something today. It's been raining like all week. What's the matter, buddy? Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to work, dude. I'm trying to draw. Chill. Thank you, buddy. Maybe. Oh, I know what she does here. She just. Okay. But I gotta make sure that it reads. 'Cause there's a lot of panels on this page too. Yeah. I like to pack my panels with just as much stuff as possible. But this is like her on her phone, like hanging out. Maybe I want her like to be kind of holding it with both hands and just kind of like she's like hanging it up and then she plops back into her pillow like all shrunken. Maybe I can have um 'cause I was thinking this should be mostly silhouette. So maybe like just to show that it's like the phone. So just like a little bit of highlight just to know that she's hanging up her phone. Hey buddy, he's growling. Who you growling at? There's nobody there for you. Don't worry about it. They're not out to hurt you. They're your friends. They're our neighbors. Oh, they're still. Hmm. I forgot what. Let's check this one. So this is her new friend Claw checking up on her. The fun thing about like drawing stuff for myself is just being able to just draw it how I want to draw it. Oh shit, I moved it again. That's right. I should just here. I'll just do this really quick. Hey, bud. Uh, okay, okay. That's fine, I believe. Yep. Okay. I mean, it's a rough drawing, anyways. And then, right. That's it, right? Okay, cool. And then, so this is her. Let's go up here again. So we don't hear her mom. So this is her on the phone with her mom. And so like this would come over here. Um, oh no. Herman doesn't do that, but my other dog Spanky does that. Like he'll see other dogs and he'll start growling. But Herman's not the TV type really. He doesn't really pay attention. He's my buddy. I love you, pal. Oh, thanks. Thanks, dude. And so, this is on her first day here, and she's upset that she's already fucked everything up with her aunt. Um, but in even though it's like it's all good, there's still a little bit of tension about it, like a very very small part of tension about it that I kind of want to carry through. Um, because eventually at the end of this story, um, her aunt kind of gives her pretty much like carte blanche over anything in the yard, like in the maze, so she can sit there and take used tire, used stuff, just nothing that's for them or for the house that they really need. But anything else, it's just like, okay, you can tinker with it, you can put it together, you can rebuild it. And so that's her whole thing is that she's, taking a lot of old stuff and making new stuff from it, you know. Oh, yeah, we're back here again. But oh, that's right. I moved that back over here. But, you know, oh, yeah, there's that beginning where we come in and and so it's very massive. But it's also not so much of a like a. I mean, there'll be fun there'll be things like this, like little cartoon moments, but it's not particularly like a fantasy thing, you know. Little bits like there's a talking cat, but it's still kind of grounded. I'm trying to keep it grounded somewhat. It's like easy to fall into like writing like superhero tropes and sci-fi stuff and fantasy stuff. It's like, okay, I'm gonna try to, because even I find myself like struggling with it. Like, it'd be easy if they just, had to go up against like a bad guy or something. I could do that, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And I don't know. I don't, you know. So, and I don't think it'll be true to like the material, you know. I mean, superheroes do exist in this world. It's just not in her neighborhood. I'll say that. Hey, buddy. Okay, you good? But I wasn't even expecting to like really jump back into this, and then like last night I just went on a tear. I was just like, okay, I like started working on this stuff. Um, I mean, that's what it started as, and then bang. The other thing I want to do is I gotta keep an eye on my layers. Something I started doing recently is this, just color coding according to like my. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean I had a lot written out. It's just I don't have it all put together properly, and that's kind of where I got stuck. But I've got like notes upon notes upon notes upon notes. And I mean, that's the thing. It's like even though I wasn't really working on these pages, like in the meantime, I'd been, still working out like little story lines and such and character like development and stuff like that. So, um I mean, I like it more today than it was when I when I left off with it. So, um, you know, if I could just keep it going, that'd be great. Gabby's 16. So Gabby's like 16. Let me see. Where are those characters? Oh no. Here. So she's 16 and a half, I think, and he's like Chris is like 16 or 15 and a half. No, I think he's about 16 and she's older. Um this is Aiden. Aiden's probably like in his 30s. Cloth is like I want to say he's like 2 or 3 years old because he came into Rosa's life and Rosa's probably like in her 50s ish maybe. I think I have that worked out, but I don't remember exactly. Um, but you know, uh, in between, like Gabby hasn't been back in about like 5 years, and so in between that time is when Claw comes into Rosa's life. So, um, he's been around for a while, but they've never met, and so, until this moment. Well, again, it's out of whack, and either you'll see it when I see it, or eventually it'll work itself out over the stream. Um, so okay, I want to work on this. But I want to go like really, because this will be small, so I want it to be visible that it's her. So right, was that the? No, 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 that's the wrong direction. She's got no eyes on the back of her head. That's right. Hey, Herman, come on, dude. Be polite. You know, but this is how I work out my story too. It's like, just do it on my iPad, right? So you can see like from the past pages. Like I would just take screenshots and then paste it into here, you know, as I update them. Or if not, they just kind of start out, you know, uh-oh, I just made a mark on that. You know, like real basic stuff like that right there, you know. And so, you know, that's where I have all my notes. And well, not all my notes, but um my layouts, I should say. And more story, like the more concrete story stuff kind of happens here. On the you know, on my other notes, it's more just kind of loose, just loose ideas that I write down as I think of them. So there's no real organized like order to them. And so like in that app is where it all comes together, you know, to do the layouts at least. And then I kind of work out the script. After this, it goes to Clip Studio. You know, I take those layouts and I put them in Clip Studio on my iPad, and that's when I start to get a little more. Let's see if I have an example of it. Like this stuff right here. So this stuff came off from Clip Studio, and usually I'll take it even farther than this. But um, yeah, maybe like this is a good example of a Clip Studio. You know, layout like I kind of do my pencils and layouts in Clip, right? And then maybe I'll do some line work in Clip. Like this I did in Photoshop just because I wanted to redo it, and then I just thought it'd be quicker in Photoshop yesterday. Same with this one, you know. So it's basically doing what I'm doing right now. And you know, it's in here. Well, it's in Clip where I start working out the story ideas, right? And what's happening in these scenes and working out some dialogue, you know. Like you could see the sketch underneath here, you know. Just some quick stuff and then um you know, once I have an idea of what they're saying is when I start going into the drawings more because then I'll have some more space for it. Um yeah. But again, you know, I just kind of caught a little groove and I'm like, okay. Remember this is her back because she's and I want to make it even more simplistic than this right now. I'm just working out because she's got to have smaller legs, you know, and maybe like a bigger head too. Because it's got to be a little bit more exaggerated. This is something almost like that. Like, almost how it is here. Like, I've almost got it here. You know what? I was wondering if I was gonna keep her eyes closed because she's is more like a frustrated like eyes closed and she's rolling, but I don't want to give off the impression that she's sleeping, so I'm just gonna give more of a blank stare. So we'll get that, and then maybe just that. Like I want to keep it like super simple. But even like these, she's just kind of rolling. Like I don't even want to do these action lines. Like I feel like I'm cheating if I do that right now. I feel like she just needs to like I think I just need to show like the little divot where she was, maybe where her head was a little bit. Just a little, just like a hint. Like I'm not trying to like oversell it. Just to kind of let everybody know that she's rolling off the bed. Maybe something a little bit more like the oh shit, no. Uh I got it rotated, that's why my arrow keys work weird. I just have to do it this way. Just should have done the first time. Oh, maybe here too it should look a little sadder. And I'll put her ear like inside. That's a rough still. Kind of gotta like work into it some. Because I still want to make her even more. Let me see. Not a. No. Fuck. Hey, buddy. Getting there. But something like the proportions even smaller. Oh, but like this pillow and stuff, like these details, I'll have to like soft soften for a little bit. Yeah. And then maybe. Okay, that is on that layer. Hey, Herman. Herman, buddy. I have a bunch of milk bones and like like milk bones. Like I'm running out of their good treats. I gotta pick some up. Hey guys, come on. Herms. Actually, I gotta. Cause like the other thing is like when I when I keep treats at my desk, like Herman's over here like begging. Yeah, this is a butcher job right now. I'm sorry, but I'll fix it. Um, actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it over. Stupid. I should have just let it roll and then erase from there. You know, maybe like right in here where she was laying, like. But make it not look like a wet stain. It's just shadow. It's not sweating. All right, I don't know. I'll just maybe make it a little bit lighter, and then maybe get a little softness there. So kind of sells that idea a little bit more. I could refine it. Use this one. So she's not like Ant-Man. She doesn't have the power to shrink. This is just like a figment of her imagination or something, you know. But I kind of want to make it look almost like super like almost Fisher Price. But I kind of want to lock down some of these like some of this acting and stuff. No, I don't want to do that. That's right. I want to keep that. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. Should actually just break it out into a new layer. I'm gonna keep this on this layer as well because, oh shoot. Uh, yep, that's correct. Actually, this is kind of what I meant to start like working on when I started doing the stream last week. I was like, I think I might have even had some pages open, but I'm like, oh, I should, but um, you know, it was kind of a slow push to try to get it going for myself, you know, and again, like, you know, chatting with some friends who are amazing, amazing artists themselves, like what they were really just like, um, just through the conversation that we were having, just inspiring to like get back to work and you know, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna fix these drawings, but I'm still trying to make sure that it's going to read. But hmm, Herman, Herman, I think. See, like right here, I think her body, because that's her legs. Her legs are coming forward, right? Right. So they'd be more like this. I don't mind her like going off panel like that because it's supposed to lead into this one anyways. Wondering if she should be a little higher. Just a little bit, just to kind of segue into that next panel a little bit better. Oh shit. Oops. All right, here we go. Take two. But I think the other thing would be kind of I wonder if like I should give it like a little bit of a push on the perspective. Give it just kind of like a small 3 point. right? So, oh shit, that's the wrong layer. See? Um, I've got an easier way to do it. Copy, pasting, merging, whatever. There we go. But then I can, again, wrong layers, wrong layers, wrong layers. Not too heavy of a down shot, but maybe even this too. Kind of make it seem like a bigger drop from where she is. Kind of give a little bit of that angle. You know, that's kind of, this is kind of how I operate. It just, you know, if I don't, like some stuff, it's just like, this stuff over here, this panel was pretty easy. Like, I just kind of went right into it without too much, you know, having to push and pulls here. But here, especially this pose right here, I gotta really fix that. Like, this is gonna have to be like, kind of like, oh shoot. Yeah. What's going on? I'm not fucking up like that. You know, and then make her, like, I'm trying to simplify and reduce as much as possible. You know, like this could even just be one swoop right there. Right, and then no, but even this stuff could be smaller. Like I'm still pushing for like a Fisher Price style thing here. So she's in her socks, but like, I mean, cause oh shit, her legs are super small. What am I doing? No, no, no. Keep forgetting there's like reference like right in front of me. But it's still gonna have to be like. But I don't wanna give her like cut off pants like that. I think she's in her sweats, right? She's in a t-shirt and sweats, right? So she could just do that, maybe. She looked like chicken legs. Uh, I gotta use a smaller brush. I think it's kind of getting in the way with getting too blobby. But if, like, say this is her torso, and this is big too, like compared to that. So this is her head, her big head in miniature form, her little big head. Uh-oh. Let me see before anything happens. I've been doing this shit for a living for 23 and a half years, and I'm still like trial and error, trial and error. This looks like she's wearing a crown too. This is why I wish I can get it together and learn how to do 3D models. Those things would be so helpful, even if just to like just mock up like basic shapes, you know, and just be like, okay, what would, you know, if I just kind of made these like this here, you know, if I'm just like, okay, what do these shapes, look like in perspective, and then, right? And then in that program, I could just sit there and tweak it around and then just kind of use that, very basic blocks and just looking off that, try to replicate that in this character. Hmm. I want this like to be like kind of coming up, right? Like there's some pull to it, you know, because she's swinging. Oh shit! I don't think later. But she still has like her feet need to be like that, like at the most. Like it's got to be like almost like Nintendo character level, I think. Like really squat legs. And then she's just like she's like a cliff diver or something. I mean, it's almost got to be like Super Mario type legs, or something like that. Just like super squat, and then even the arms too. I'm gonna have to revisit those arms too. Her hair is gonna sell this motion. Actually, I think you can even do this a little bit more. Just to kind of create like a nice swing there, right? Because then I can just use her hair to sell the direction. Like I don't need to use action lines, you know. I just gotta keep breaking it down. For what I'm picturing in my head, and that's what I mean. Oh shit, maybe a bit much. Oh, and she's got her socks on. That's right. She's just in socks and sweats. She's just like fuck. Yeah, the perspective is off on this too. Fuck me. That's because I twisted her, didn't I? Yep. So I have to be something like, yeah, whatever. I'll work it out a little bit more in a minute. If I spend way too much time working on something, it just keeps getting like it just starts to turn into mush. Hmm. Like diaper butt. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that. I'm just gonna leave like little stick legs really quick just to show my intention for now, and then I'll come back to it. Oh man. And then maybe I'll do this one. No, it's way too big. I know what I'll do. Here we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. Shit. Sometimes it just, I don't know, it takes a minute. And I gotta treat the body the same. Or even like, yeah, like Peanuts or Calvin and Hobbes proportions almost. Well, I mean, he's got what shorts and he's kind of got low shorts, doesn't he? I don't know. It's been a while. Um, like and I should try to treat her legs, feet the same way. But she's not she's not the Nirvana baby. So I gotta not do that either. She's backflipping. So she's not diving forward. That's a bit much. Would it just be that, I think? Okay, I could do a little puffy thing with these sweatpants. Here we go. I could do this, and I could do something really small. And then just little feet like that, right? Like little socks. And then, she's a little bit more like not smiling. Let me get rid of this too. This is a little just auto, just there we go. Like not even eyebrows. Almost looks like the Binding of Isaac. But I'm thinking more just. I mean, I might actually increase the size of these a little bit so they'll read better. Because now we got some more room here. If I can kind of keep up with this, what I'm doing here. So let me see if I got it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Hmm. But I also kind of like these little. I kind of like this. What's happening here too? Hmm. I wonder if I could split the difference. Hang on, I'm gonna take a quick break. Oh, and there's only like 20 minutes left, anyways. Um. Here you go. This is what I'll do. I'll just keep this open. Let's kill the camera. Sorry, keep forgetting about the mic. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna move off of this for a second because I feel like I'm getting a little too lost in the weeds here. I think that's actually where I left off. Let me just, yeah, let's just keep it there. And then I'm just gonna move on to this one a little bit. Kind of work this one out a little bit more. Oh, okay. You watching anything good lately? I just started watching Doom Patrol after watching The Whale, but I haven't. I think I'm only in like an episode and a half in or whatever. I just kind of put it on at night, but I don't think I watched much TV last night. Oh yeah, I didn't because I was just doing this. Sometimes, I mean, here's the thing. I've been pretty tired like the last few weeks. I've just been out of it and just unmotivated. And then Kaleidoscope on Netflix. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look that up and save it and check that out. Oh, awesome. Cool. Thanks for the recommendation. Check that out. Um, I'm just looking for something to just kind of like get sucked into again. Sometimes that's nice to just like really get into. Oh, oh, really? Like everybody that views it gets a different viewing order? It's kind of awesome. That's how I want to do some of these stories. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, but in between, no, that's pretty awesome. All right, now I'm intrigued, but it better not like keep me up too late. It better not be that addictive to where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sleep because I'm too hooked on the show. Herman, Bubba, what you doing, dude? That's awesome. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll check it out at night. What I like to put on at night is just kind of street food. It's just like a nice like, all right, coming down from the night, getting ready to go to sleep. Just kind of have it on in the background as I'm brushing my teeth or doing whatever. And it's like street food compilations. Oh, you know what? I started Avatar, but I've never finished it. I gotta start that up again. Um, but like just street food compilations with no host, no like commentary, just people, if anybody's talking, they're just kind of talking to each other like as they're just prepping food and cooking it. And it just, I don't know. I can't cook for shit, so I'm like it's like wizardry to me. It's like I'm going to a magic show or something. Like all I can cook is like breakfast. But otherwise, yeah, I love watching like the street food stuff and yeah, okay, so you get it. Yeah, but I just love watching it. And it's really just calming at the end of the night. And it's just all on YouTube stuff. you know, and they'll be like, some of them will be like an hour and a half long or whatever. And so it's like I'm just kind of like checking my text messages or whatever and shutting down. Oh no, she's got that thing. She's got one of these joints, like the little pop-up things on the back of the phone. And then, how's she holding her phone here? Right? And then, right? Well, that's like, made this not too long, right? All right. Because her thumb would be out that way. All right, and then I try to get like, if I can, and if I can pull it off, like I try to get emotive with these characters, like as much as like I think to do it. A lot of times it doesn't come until afterwards. I'm like, ah, shit. You know, there's times too when like, um, you know, it's like a lot of time has passed, and I get back to working on them, and I get great ideas then, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad, like, there's part of me that's glad that it I waited or anything because I still got that, I got the perfect result from it. Whereas like in the moment, I'm just like blanking out and just like, oh fuck. I think that just kind of comes with burnout in general. A little bit of drool. Actually, this will be this stuff like, where's that? Okay, well we'll do it there. But there'll be tears, but I'm gonna do them like in like a color, like white or maybe blue, depending on, same here. I kind of want to do them just like that, maybe. I might even just copy those lines. What if she's like wiping her tears off here? Like, okay, this is another thing I do a lot of. I just make copies just in case I fuck up and I do something that I don't like. I can always go back. So, all right, got like 5 minutes now. I'm gonna eat dinner, gonna take a little break, and then kind of get back to work. Move her hand a little bit so it doesn't look like she's smelling. And maybe instead of that going that far, I'll go here. So it doesn't look like she's wiping her nose. I'll fix it. But maybe I'll try to get that idea there. So she's just kind of like, okay. She just got off the phone with mom. And then she's just kind of numb right now. Just she does this little backflip. So her hair be there. She lands and then just falls backward. And then claw comes up. And then this is more real life here, or more, their real life. Even though she's off mono. But I love having it, like, that's why I love working on my own shit too, is I get to draw off model. And so not everything has to be like lined up and perfect and, like, you know, like check this one out. Man, it's not very clear. Let me kill this layer here. Yeah, there we go. Look at how tiny her head is. and so she kind of shrinks here too. But it's more like expressions, and it's more just to kind of create a tone or some kind of mood. Um, I mean, some of it's probably unnecessary and just doing it because I want to do it, you know. But yeah, I'm having fun like diving back in. Hopefully, I can keep it going. So maybe I can jump back in between like that's this stuff and then this stuff because we still gotta finish coloring. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to tomorrow. I'll try to get my stuff out of the way tonight, and we can at least get some colors on her, and then maybe shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna try to by Friday. I think we should get Rampant on a sticker. Is what I think. But okay. Well, I hope you have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Um, and yeah, thanks for checking out the comics because this is the stuff that I really want to do. Yeah, I gotta get a sticker or T-shirt. Rampant is gonna be on a T-shirt, so don't let me forget that. So maybe by Friday because I think he's almost done. I think Rampant is almost done. Um, yeah, I mean just a little bit of cleaning up, and then I think he's gonna be good to go for the sticker and the T-shirt. We'll start with the T-shirt, and then I'll have to send out probably for the stickers because I don't know a print on demand that does that. So, okay, cool. Well, tomorrow, at least half the time. Maybe we'll jump back and forth between the comics. I don't know. You know how I jump around a lot. So, all right. Uh-oh. And then Herman's ready to play. So, good night. Uh, see you later.